Dude, the YouTube app is not updating that I'm playing audio. It still says that there appears to be nothing coming. We recommend that you... Oh, there it goes. Okay, it took a minute. I was like, what? I'm playing music. Huh? What is going on? Anyway. Welcome, everyone. I just woke up. I had the craziest fucking dream, too. I had a dream about fucking Avatar for some reason. But instead of it being like completely all just the Na'vi, it was like the pandering from Warcraft as well. It was the weirdest dream I could have possibly had. And I don't even know what to make of it. It's really silly, so it doesn't even matter. Alright. What was I doing in this game? I don't think I really played it since last time. No, I literally have not. Which is why it's giving me all these Pokemon registered, because I literally have not played it since whenever the last stream was, which is fine. It's okay to burn out. You have an Alpha Trico, 2 Alpha Charmanders. I think I put them already in the thing. And we did catch some shiny starters, which is good. Yes. Okay. I mean, at this point, I think what we have to do is we just have to enter a bunch of places and try to do... Well, this is 5 stars. This doesn't go away. I'm not going to do it right away because I'm going to need better donuts to get into it. So we need to enter, I guess, like a 3-star. Or we could refresh. Or we could look in here, but, you know, this is probably going to be the underground. The underground's the worst, man. I fucking hate the underground. Grapple locked. I guess we could just start entering some of these 2 stars. That'll be, like, kind of easy. And then I immediately wedge myself between someone and their other Pokemon. Yeah, what is this? It's not here for sure, right? No, here we go. It's actually interesting how many of these there are and how many of them I have yet to even go through. Let's just use a... Let's use a Humongo. It really kind of doesn't matter, since you could just dump infinite donuts into something regardless. Bruh. We could probably do a 3-star as well. We just have to one-shot every Pokemon that we find. The only thing is that finding the golden bubble in a trainer zone is really kind of hit or miss, and I really kind of don't like it. Thank you. Finding the golden bubble's kind of difficult sometimes because you get stopped by a bunch of trainers on the way to pick it up. And I guess we'll do a scan. We're also going to do multiplayer, obviously. Just going to try to wake up here for a minute. Oh my god! It almost never happens. I love how the flinching works in this game. It's really funny. Okay. Can you not burn me, please? It's doing the thing again. I can't hit it. No, I can. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Pokemon should just be able to clip up shit. I know it would look cheesy, but it just makes way more sense than whatever the fuck they called that. Because that's just, your Pokemon's too big and cannot climb back up. Okay, Seeds of Mastery, of course. Alright, nice. There's not a lot of low-level fire types, so we're definitely going to see... We literally just fought this trainer. For, you know, fire types, despite how popular a lot of them are, there's not a lot of fire types. It's probably one of the lesser, you know, populated types in terms of dex percentage. So you're going to see a lot of spillover. I mean, Sinnoh infamously doesn't really have a lot. And I think it was around, what, like Gen 5 that they really just started digging into old Pokedexes to pad out the new ones. It's actually wild that they did not at all consider giving more Pokemon. Like, everyone who worked on Gen 4 just looked at the Gen 4 decks and was like, wow, this is perfect as is. And they didn't even, like, bother to ask themselves, like, well, wait a minute, where's all the fire types? We have a starter and Ponyta. That's it. Those are your options the entire game. And I think it was later they were like, oh, well, what about Growlithe? I think that's even a conscious thing that some guides make a point about, is that if you go buy a guide for like anything for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, one of the Elite Four members is Bug, and there's pretty much just there's no fire type counters in the entire game at all. And in Platinum it's better, but not by much, you know? They just don't really give you a lot to work with. Whereas at least in like some other Pokemon games, they give you like a few characters or a few Pokemon or whatever. They don't really give you jack shit to work with. Should be at least like 3 lines minimum in every Pokemon game that are not the starter and are not legendaries. I would say more, but you know, I'm trying to be, I don't want to say nice. You know, they'll never put like 5 of each because there's too many water types. There's always going to be too many water types. It's unfortunate. Did Hasbro lose the blueprints to the Cybertron Transformers? I wouldn't know. I was never a big Transformers fan, so I haven't really been following that. I don't know. I just know Hasbro is going through some shit. You know, they have the Wizard of the Coast thing, I think, as well. I don't know because I don't follow any of it. Hello, Warlord. Makes me wonder just how few trainers are actually in this hyperspace zone, because it's fire. Houndour, Torchic, which is DLC, Charcadet, which is also DLC, Fennekin, we had a Numel. We're not exactly running a winning play here. It's like 5 Pokemon. Charmander, which isn't DLC. Obviously, it's Gen 1. We don't do DLC for the Gen 1 starters. They just get to show up whenever the fuck we want them to, which is always. And that's what I always say. You know, I'll run this once just because I'm you know, a little nostalgic. I'm a little tired. Right, but that's why I just don't think you could have a dex cut, because there's always going to be exceptions to it. They will never not have a game where you could have a Pikachu, right? I mean, that's just common sense. That's oh, here you go. Obviously, they're never going to have a game where there's no Pikachu, right? Like, come on, like, let's just be real. So certain Pokemon just get to violate the dex cut, like the Ralts line gets to violate it, the Eevee line, obviously, because Eevee's basically the second mascot next to Pikachu. Oh, great. Thanks. Thanks for Alligator. Yeah, it's also my fault. I don't care. But at that point, then we're just playing favorites. So it's like, okay, well, why even play favorites? It's, you know, like, whatever weird excuses that people say, like, it's too much data to put on a game is so fucking wild, dude. I remember that there was a fucking infograph that was running around all through the fucking Chans and the Reddits back in the day, where they're like, every Pokemon is only like a couple kilobytes, I think, right? Even like a couple hundred bytes. It's just a bunch of checklists, some IDs, stats where you met them and Pokeball type and shit like that, and egg moves if applicable. That's it. That's every Pokemon that you have. You could store literally millions of Pokemon on some of these computers that we have today, if not billions. So like it's like just use more space on my computer, on my Switch, I mean. Like what? I gotta find that infograph because people hated that. There are a lot of people when the decks it happened, they're like, oh, well, what's the big deal? What's the problem? You know, there's too many Pokemon. Really? You motherfucker. I've never seen people complain about there being too much content. It's wild. There's too much to do. Okay, we don't need to even fight these dudes anymore. We're pretty much done. Like, you don't even get any benefit from this unless they're red trainers. So actually, I'm out. There's no reason to do it. If I don't see a red trainer, I'm out of here. Yeah. That's the only thing about these. It's hard to find the bubble, right? Depending on where it is. That time it was pretty easy. Okay. Fighting type. We could do a rock type. It's absolutely wild. Which one's 7? This is the one with Aldino and the Fletchling. Yeah, okay. Okay. I really also hate that you can't have duplicate Megastones, but whatever. So before I go online, I have to check to make sure my Megastone's on the correct for Alligator. Otherwise, I'm... No way, I don't even use a Megastone on that for Alligator, right? Yeah, I think I'm fine. I don't even use it on that. Alright, let's see how bad it is using a 2-star donut on a 3-star hole. The battles aren't going to be too hard. It's just the time that's really going to be the problem. Yeah, it's not. The battles aren't going to be a problem. It's just the time is going to be ticking down so fast. But I'm not... The whole point is to not waste 3-star or higher donuts. We just want to gain access, maybe defeat minimum, what, 3 trainers? Yeah. We're not here to... like, do crazy map clearing, and plus there's no risk of shinies. I get stuck in this. That's pretty funny. Later on. You also have detect? No. That's the only thing. It now becomes a 2-shot, but nothing really changes. We have a type advantage. Yeah, I gotta get some poison type Pokemon, actually. I gotta get like an Arbok. I gotta get a couple poison types, because I just have none. So I gotta get like an Arbok. I gotta get a Scolipede that's not for multiplayer. Wow, isn't that nice? Thank you. I have to get a Scolipede, I have to get an Arbok. I forget what other poison types there are, I guess Ghastly. But then I have to trade to evolve it, which means I need to summon Ash or something. And I'm just not doing that. Spinarak. Spinarak is probably fast, but that's about it. Like, I kind of need something that's reasonably bulky. Like, for Alligator is reasonably bulky, as you can imagine. For Alligator, I think it's a little bit less attack than Gyarados. It's something like that. It's like fast. No, it's slower than Gyarados, but has like 10 points more attack. So that's why I'm running for Alligator. We're just trying to blow stuff away. No, it doesn't matter. We can be seen. It doesn't change anything. Yeah, we're already at halftime. I guess after this, we could just leave. The whole purpose of coming here was just to get some points. I don't even really care about the berries, per se. Because as you can see now, we could just go into holes. If we don't care about the shiny Pokemon, we could just farm berries. Because we could just buy them. Which is, it's a fine system. Like, now this is much more reasonable. I feel like you could reasonably expect that people will get stuff done. Before, you kind of were on, like, a net negative for berries. Now you're kind of on a net positive. So I think the system is just overall healthier and better. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'll be able to find this by the time this shit closes. Who? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That was bad, and that's why I should not have Pidgeot out. We gotta raise a Corviknight. Not that I would like to retire a Pokemon I've had the whole playthrough, but we definitely need some better options. Knuckle stack. Well, I'm definitely not finding it now. I'm gonna get Seeds of Mastery for this, which is gonna be so awful. I forgot time doesn't stop when you're in a fight. It ticks down at the exact same rate. Whoops. Oh well, I'm not getting this. Give me something good. Nope, Seeds of Mastery, of course. Yeah, there's no way. Was this on the ground floor? Yeah, I'm cooked. Ain't no way. Whatever. I go out on my own. I'm not... You don't have to throw me out like a bouncer. I'm good. We just won't find it. Did we max out the bar? I wasn't looking. No, we gotta be close. Dude, we're 55 points away from maxing out the bar. That is sadistic. Well, you know what? Let's go in here. Probably try to catch like an Ekans or something. We actually probably want a Teensy Power, which I think keeps them small. Dude, I'm not using Grafaiai. I don't care. I'll use an Ekans. I like Ekans. I think I used one in one game ever. Hi. Dude! I get jumped. I don't think I've ever had a loading zone where that's my warm welcome. Oh, I can't even Mega because Pyroar is still Mega'd. Very nice. Thank you. That's actually all we need. I don't think I'll be able to farm this. If they spawn me in the middle of two aggressive packs of Pokemon, there's no way I could farm this hole. It's not possible. That's great. Only thing I could do is I could farm this. Was more Strudel? Where's the Ekans? I was told this was an Ekans hole and there's no Ekans. It's just Strudel and fucking Venipede over and over and over again. I was lied to. Trying to figure out, is it over here? No. at that. Very nice. Dude, this is the only Ekans that spawn here. I mean, I could farm this. It's just going to be annoying. I'm absolutely going to hate this. That's why I don't even know if it's worth it. We farmed that pack to my right, this pack coming up, the pack down on the ground floor to my left, and then there's a pack to the right of Ekans. Or at least when I respawn, it'll be behind me. You know, like, the spawns are everything, man. And there's another pack right here. Brutal. Fucking brutal. Because look, I'm in combat immediately. Okay. And they both spawn looking at me. This is probably the worst spawn in the history of anything ever. There. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now they've fainted. They shouldn't respawn, right? I thought Pokemon had to wait for their respawn timer. Okay. We gotta milk the shit out of this as much as we can in these next few seconds. Because you know they're gonna come back. And if not, I guess we just capture one or two of them. The only one thing of Ekans spawn, the rest is all Venipede. That is disgusting. I was also thinking that for Mass Effect Legendary, I might as well turn Squad Powers defensive on. Especially for Mass Effect 1, I might as well just let Ashley and Rex just use immunity. There's no reason not to. The cooldown is whatever. It's only 6 seconds, which is good for you, because enemies are no longer able to have ridiculously long immunity durations, but it's also bad for you because you can't have your own immunity. 80% pre-armor is so insane. Imagine if you played any game and 80% of damage that gets done to you at all just disappears into the ether before you calculate armor resistance and shield resistance. Like, just like passively, you just dodge 80% of all damage. Even when it hits you, you just shake it off. It just doesn't even hit you at all. Yeah, that shit's so good. It's gonna be a relic, though. I wonder if there's a mod patch. I kind of would, you know, for such a big glitch, or it wasn't a glitch, for such a big oversight, I kind of wish it had a switch you could flip, even if it disabled achievements. Because that shit was fun, man. That shit was really fun. You have these big builds based around using immunity in every single fight, and just constantly keeping it up the entire fucking game. And then just Mass Effect 2 throws all that out the window and gives you shields made of tissue paper and tells you, yeah, this is fun, right? This is amazing. This is the best in the series. And I'm just like, okay, dude. Yeah, your guns have limited ammo now. Isn't this great, guys? And then people like were hyper coping, and they were like, oh, but you could get the Protean assault rifle in Mass Effect 3. And I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't play like a gun in Mass Effect 1. That's the point. Yeah, it has unlimited ammo. Yeah, it overheats, but it's also not nearly as good, and you can't customize anything to the same degree. It's really... The conversations I've had with people have... I don't want to say they've been super bad faith, but it's like people intentionally know what I'm talking about, but just want to fucking, like, talk around it and say, well, we have the thing anyway, and it's over here. It's ridiculous. Y'all motherfuckers know what I mean. Oh. And if you don't, I mean, maybe you just are stupid, I don't know. Or you just don't understand what I'm saying. It's one or the other. It's always one or the other. Like, Mass Effect 2 is like a game I play for story. That's not a game I play for gameplay. I think Mass Effect 1 was just the right amount of a lot. I think the Legendary Edition does make a lot of good changes, though. It definitely does. Like just the layout of it is a lot better. Like with the whole, it's more consistent with the series anyway. But it just fits the series a little bit better. The game is too bright though. The only place that should be bright in Mass Effect 1 is pretty much the Presidium. That should be the only place that's actually bright. Everything else should be dark and dim. You know, it got that Star Trek, sci-fi mystery vibe going on. That's what I like. Why are these shitlords even aggressive? Y'all are lucky you even made it in a fucking DLC. Seriously. If it was up to me, y'all would have been left in Paldea. We would have forgotten you even existed. Alright, let's just catch one. I don't really feel like shiny hunting like almost any of these. Okay. Let's go catch an Ekans. Oh no, I fucked up. I had the wrong box selected. Oops. I always do this too. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Wow, you both have the same exact nature. Ooh. That's unique. You never see that. And it's also not good. What the fuck, dude? What? Whoa! Holy shit. Well, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. Oh my fucking god, dude. Wait, I can just leave. Here we go. It's ridiculous. Your artwork is much appreciated. You're now gathered enough data to fulfill the boss's request. Please come back to Mr. Corbeau's office. Alright, now the reason why this is so infinitely frustrating, even though it's like, you know, replayable stuff, is purely because you could end up getting a battle zone, and needless to say, that would be really lame when we could get like a shiny Pokemon or a shiny legendary. I'm not sure how the shiny hunting works for this specifically though. Work out there. Just plug that data you gathered into the system. All done. Now we're finally ready to make something happen. What are you waiting for? Run a special scan. See if you can find a rare hyperspace distortion. There you go. Please talk to me when you're ready to use the special scan system. Yes. Remember, this gets locked in super early. If you earn enough points from completing survey tasks, you'll be able to carry out a special scan for hyperspace distortion with a 5-star rank. The distortion found via special scan will stay open until you enter it, but if you perform another special scan, the one you had previously located will disappear. There we go. Damn, okay. Fire types, a lot of them. Excellent. These pockets of hyperspace luminous are so loose, so we can't find them without this scan, so there's a good chance you'll find some special Pokemon in there. One thing though, you'll have to gather fresh data for each special scan you run. It's a lot of work, but hey, it's you we're talking about. I know you're up to the challenge. So yeah, that's your gameplay loop, basically. Okay, do some more work. Okay. Yeah. Can we even make 5-star donuts? I mean, that's pretty much what I would do in this game now. Is I would, unless there's a nighttime really good, like, hyperspace hole, I pretty much would just go ahead and run around and, you know, do the money farming. So by night, we still do the Infinite Royale, and then by day, we just hop into different places. Because I don't even know if, can we even make a 5-star berry? Yeah, you can. Okay, I lied. Wait. Oh, normal Rosalia is... Okay. Yeah. Well, there's nothing else really to spend berries on, right? There you go. We could exhaust Tanga to get... This is how you get really good berries, allegedly, is you use Tanga berries. And they're really good because they give you sweet, and sweet gives you a chance for, shiny. So we could do this. I don't really know what's like the best thing to do. What am I looking to get? Nothing right now. I'm just messing around. We finally unlocked special scans. So I'm not really looking to get anything in particular. I'm just trying to figure out what berry combination would actually be good and not totally break the fucking bank for berries. Basically, you have to use some of these down here that have like a minimum of like 300 or some shit, like 250. If you use a bunch of them, you have a much better chance of getting well, you get a 5-star. So we will only make I'm only going to make 5-star donuts to go, purely so I could hop in some of these holes. There's no reason not to. Okay, well maybe that's not true. Because I just don't have a ton of... It's not worth wasting all my good berries. I don't want to use Tanga. I want to hold the Tanga berries if I can. Still a 4-star. Yeah, it's got to be at least 250 or higher. In fact, it has to be higher than 250. It's not enough. So in this particular example, you need at least 5 berries to be 250? No, you need 6. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. You need 7. I think it has to all be one type. Yeah, I don't have enough. That's pretty brutal. I won't even lie. The fact that you can't optimize what berries you get makes this completely random. So like, yes, we could make the ultimate potential shiny donut, but basically what you do is you soft reset until it gives you shining power. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm done for now. We just use the base. The base method is pretty much the best. Hello, Narg. And let's save. That's kind of brutal. But what sucks is that look at this, man. Like, this is like all good shinies. So we don't have to do this now. It won't disappear until the next special scan. So we could run around and try to find some Tangas or something. So maybe we could do that. Here's Meowth. I think we fast forward to tomorrow. I thought I finished the DLC. I did. I finished the main story. That's why this is the post-game stream. We still have plenty of side missions to do. We still have tons of other things. I just haven't done it. And I told you, there's multiplayer. Like, what? That's, you know, that's how I know no one ever reads or listens to shit I post, man. Okay, fast forward. Actually, before I do that, do I have a battle royale? No, okay. Very unfortunate. What do we have? Pupitar, Gallade. Oh shit. No, stop. Oh my god. The buttons in every fucking Pokemon game are so weird. 4-star Dratini. That's not terrible either. Probably what we should do is use some of our less optimal berries so we could enter some of these other holes with no problem. I'm thinking that's what we do. Let's go spend some of them. Where are they? Where's the hotel? It's not gonna be 400 hours, dude. Okay. Let's use some of the shittier berries. Well, okay, anything that gives a good amount of calories, we shouldn't waste, because we want to definitely make sure that we hit... This is 7. We'll just make it. We'll make another one. See, now it makes sense. We only use hyperspace... We only use hyperspace berries when we need to make rank 3 or 4, especially rank 4. As opposed to what we were doing where we were using a ton of them for other things, right? So like, there you go. This DLC must be hell for people with eating orders? Probably not. Yeah, so basically these we make only for 3 stars. Basically. Because we cannot reach any higher than 3, I think it was right there. So I'm kind of seeing the berry, like, hierarchy a little bit. So make another of the same, because we have, like, a couple of those. I will start Code Vein today. I thought you said you were never going to play it or whatever. No, you're never playing Code Vein 2 or some shit. Really weird. Oh, I didn't mean to back out. Yeah, so you can never reach rank 4. There you go. So we have what? 5? So let's make 2 of these. I fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point. It's fine. And that's why you have to load your backup save, because as you can see, it literally saves your game as soon as you roll the berries, and or as soon as you use the berries and roll the donut. There. I mean, funnily enough, this feels like what it should have been to start. Okay, resistance. That's why people only care about sweet, because all this other stuff doesn't matter. Like, who cares about resistance power? These are just throwaway donuts just to help you get into hyperspace. It shit doesn't even matter. Yeah, like anything that's 250 or greater, that's where you kind of, that's at least 4-star territory, right? So this is like 4-star territory right here. But I think you need at least, maybe, what is it, 270? Now, there might only be a handful of berries that even get you to 300 or to... Yeah, Tanga, it has to be at least 300. Okay, we're good. Let's leave. Alright, what was I going into? This is a 4-star anyway, so we'll just fucking do it. Why is my stream like being fucked up? That's really weird. Lord. Yeah, I don't know. My Code Vein 2 hasn't arrived, so I'll play it when it shows up. It'll probably be here tomorrow or some shit. It's not that I forgot, as I literally can't play what's not here. Right, but I buy my games physically. I don't like buying new games on PC. Oh! Fucking peak perfection. Because when you buy a game on Steam, I have to worry about PC drivers, and then if it'll run, and then if I could capture it. Is your PC decent? Yeah, but it's still annoying. Like, it's just much easier to put something in a console and just play it, man. Like, recording off console is just easier. Every time I run a PC playthrough, 1,000 things go wrong. Even on Final Fantasy, this shit is fucking force quitting on me. Well, it was. That's atypical. That's not constant. Then you have to reboot the fucking computer a lot. I just don't like playing games on PC, if I can avoid it. Windows does not manage all the drivers with no user input. That is not true. It's more true for modern day games. For older games, you have no idea how much work I had to put in to make fucking KOTOR 2 still not work. That's why so few of those KOTOR parts have come out, because I have to do crazy editing on it and cutting and shit. Because the fucking stupid bullshit constantly was crashing. It's absolutely asinine. And no, because things... Right, but okay, so Final Fantasy's not an old game. There's tons of times where I had issues with Final Fantasy. And, you know, I follow all the guides, I read all the bullshit, I do all the things that people say, and the shit still fucks up. You know, when I was playing... Oh, what was that fucking other game? When I was playing Battlefront 2, the other Star Wars game, that shit gave me issues. When I tried one of the Battlefield games on it, I think, that gave me issues. When I played Anthem, that gave me issues. Like, I don't like playing games on PC a lot of the times, because it's just a nuisance. I feel like you spend half of your playtime trying to make this shit work, and at that point I could have just fucking put it in a console, played with crossplay, and moved on. Well, yeah, but, like, that's the thing. If I'm going to spend $3,000 on some of the best hardware on the market, and turn around and get cucked because these dudes code their games like fucking shit, then what's the point? Well, my computer is so strong. Okay. And, like, so? Like, at that point, you're just putting lipstick on a pig. The bigger issue is that these games are terribly coded. You know, all those fucking crazy games that people used to, you know, say were state of the art, that all ran on the 360 with 512 megabytes of RAM. Yeah, and then that is also true. Old Windows games do not run well on Windows 10 or later. So you want to play like Resident Evil 5, like there's all these patches you have to get, and then depending on your hardware, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I'm not here to spend 5 years troubleshooting old games that may or may not run well. And that's why I told Gundam Otago, I was like, listen, man, I sat through how many fucking weeks of KOTOR where that shit barely worked and crashed every hour? I'm done. I'm just gonna fucking, I'm just here to play KOTOR and story. If I didn't have so much trouble with the KOTOR 2 playthrough, I genuinely probably would have stuck around and played it on, you know, played it normally. But because the game, I spent months trying to make the shit run just for it to not run, it's like, well, what the fuck is the point? You know, it just killed my vibe. It was like, well, dude, if I gotta do 1,000 hours of tech support to make something run, and I'm not getting paid for it, then I'm just not gonna do it. Fallout at least has a massive modding community. Same thing with Skyrim and presumably Starfield. Like, at least they have a bunch of dudes. They're probably testing it on hardware, and I'm sure these dudes do it in their free time. They do it for the love of the game. I'm not one of those people. So, like, I respect them, but I'm not one of them. That's not my specialty. So, like, if I'm going to play a game, I'm looking first to see if it's on console. Unless it's like Final Fantasy XIV, where it just kind of makes more sense. Or if it's a PC exclusive. That's why I've done so few PC playthroughs where I could have played them on fucking console. The only game I could think of was Far Cry 5. That's the only game I played. Yeah, but I don't have a good mouse for shooters. My mouse is kind of fucked. It's an MMO mouse, and it's not even that good. I don't know why I bought it. It was on sale, but it's not even that great. It has 12 buttons, and then I can't even use the fucking software to customize what buttons I want to push. I have a very bad setup. I'm not gonna lie. For PC gaming, my setup isn't that great. For console gaming, it's fantastic. Was that the shiny noise? Yep. Okay. Lord, that's gonna be fucking obnoxious. You're gonna see why I hate trying to catch shiny Dratini's. Oh, and I haven't even said this. Sometimes the problem is that when you try to get OBS to record something, especially these older games, it doesn't really know how to handle borderless windowed or just window or full screen games. Because remember, borderless window was not a universal setting for the fucking longest. Borderless window was just not, it didn't exist until, I want to say, like, well, it existed, right? But it didn't become like a common thing until like 2000 and, you know, maybe like 16, you know? Most games did not expect you to have either so much memory, so many monitors, or both. So sometimes these old games need patches for memory, they need patches for multiple monitor support, they need patches to run on whatever, you know, the computer's too fast, right? So it has to, you know, it's a whole bunch of shit. And that's why, you know, some games I want to play, like Who is Oscar Lake? And there's this other game I've been playing with a friend called Titanic Adventure Out of Time. And, you know, I was like, oh, I could bring some of these to the main channel. But then just doing it is such a fucking pain in the dick. It's like, it makes me just want to build a Windows 7 computer or like a Windows XP, for fuck's sake, just to boot it up and then record off of that. Yeah, no, I've done that and it hasn't worked sometimes. Most of the time that does not fix it. Again, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, because, you know, there's a lot of Steam games they sell that are old, and, you know, you try to, I don't want to say brute force it, right, but, you know, you try to fix it, and I feel like half the time those Steam startup commands just don't work. But like I said, if I have to spend an hour or more trying to, you know, Indian tech support my way into making this shit work, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to play it. It's just done. I'm never going to do it. Have I tried the Razor Basilisk? No. Hello, Ash. Did you hear that? That shit makes my blood run cold, man. Doing Sphere Burden. Is that the shiny effect? Or am I just hearing another sound effect? Ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I don't really do PC playthroughs. Like, I did StarCraft, I did a lot of stuff. I know it was autocorrect, I'm messing with you. That's, like, StarCraft was one thing, and that's hard, you know? Like, you kind of have to have multiple monitors to record on a PC. How the hell are you supposed to record and monitor OBS while also recording the fucking game? It just doesn't even make sense. It's impossible. And then you have multiple monitors, this shit doesn't know how to fucking handle multiple monitors. I mean, it just becomes a fucking mess really quickly. That's an alpha. I can tell without even looking. I don't know, man. Catching multiple shiny Dratini's is going to be really hard, so I don't know if I want to do this. It's going to be really difficult. Basically, we're going to have to save, try to aggro only one, if anything, throw a Pokeball, and pray we catch it. Because there's no way that we get the drop on it and not scare the other ones. So I don't know if this is even a good idea. Maybe I should just do... Maybe I should just catch this one, right? Maybe that's all I should do, is just catch this one, and then we just take the W, and then we just move on, right? We have one in a Luxury Ball, one in a fucking Pokeball of all things. So what do we even catch a shiny Dratini in? It's pink, so maybe a Heal Ball? That's kind of lame, right? Dream Ball? We could just default to Premier, but now we're just gambling that we catch a pseudo-legendary in a fucking Pokeball, which is one of the worst things that could possibly ever happen to me in my life. Like, genuinely. Sphere Burden sounds like an actual game mode. No. I think it's literally just called the Minstrel's Ballad's Fiend's Burden. Yeah, it's funny because I'm going to be going backwards. I'm going to start with, what's it called? Doom Train and work my way in reverse. Well, at least I'm going to finish Doom Train, but I'm not even doing that now. I even told Dax, like, I'm going to have to do it more with you until I learn how to do it on myself, or by myself, because I was relying on his fucking callouts. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that. That was my neighbors again. With the fucking banging. Yeah, because what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm probably going to put up some of these amiibo that I constantly say I need to put up. Which means I need to move the Legos that are behind them. It's all like the Zelda amiibo. And then that way I can make more room for the Kirby amiibo as well. And then I'm trying to think what else I need to do. I put up a bunch of cabinets today. The backs of them are really fucking shit, though. They're really not cut well, or whatever. And then, as always, I secure them with fucking paper clips. I think they're called alligator clips. I'm actually surprised I was able to catch that so easily, but as you see, the minute you spooked your teenies, they are out of there, bro. They want nothing to do with you. And maybe after this we need to go buy Pokeballs. That is also something else I probably should do. Holy shit. No escalator? What the fuck? Dude, what is this place? Oh my god. How do we even get there? Dude, I'm getting trolled right now. Are there any water flying types in this game? Because I need to be able to use Surf. Isn't that kind of fucked? Finally, there's an opportunity for me to use water flying types, and I can't use any of them. I need I need a flying Pokemon that also knows water moves and can learn Rock. Was it Rock Smash, Brick Break, or Earthquake? And now I can't. I can't have it. Hello, gentlemen. You could actually walk around this. I found that out a while ago. Damn, no shiny Bagons. That's pretty brutal that we did all that resetting and basically got like nothing to show for it. That's pretty brutal, actually. What the hell? We did all that resetting, we only got one. Ugh. Dude, are you for real? All of that resetting just for this. Well, there you go. That's kind of brutal, because that was like a straight, what, like 5 minutes of resets? Also, we need to buy Pokeballs, so I'm going to do that after this. We need to buy... None of you are shiny. Oh no, quick, bite it! Okay. Very nice. Alrighty, not keeping any of you. Thank you for showing up. Much appreciated. Medicham, Muna, Esper, Flying type, Galarian. This is not a bad one, actually. Shuppet, Oh, Lord. These suck. Tatsugiri, dude, oh my god, dude, what is happening in here? It's like every fire starter. Yeah, I want to get one more Tanga Berry, see if I could soft reset for a good one, and then hop in there. Let's try this 4-star as well. And then we're going to go do online in a little bit. I'm running the same strategy. I don't have enough time to fucking put more effort into making a better team. I don't really care enough. You can't even lose points anymore. You just play until you get sick of it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Now let's save. Ballistic, Mega Power Charging, Power Move, or sorry, Move Power, Ground, sure, why not? It's the whole purpose. We only investigate a handful of 4 stars anyway. And then we don't get a shiny, we reset to get the donut back. These things aren't aggressive, are they? It's gonna be really funny when they are. What color even is Shiny Raichu? Sure, Pokeballs catch 3 species of Pokemon. Now let's do the tasks, because we kind of need to. Oh, I totally forgot. This is an Eevee hole. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting robbed. I'm about to get my fucking donut back, bro. I'm about to get my donut back. Because this is on me. I literally said I'm going to go buy Pokeballs, and then I forgot I was going to go buy Pokeballs. One repeat ball. It's like they heard me complaining. They're like, here's a bunch of Pokeballs. Oh, Lord. Especially when I could just farm them. Yeah, bro, give me my fucking donut back. I'll give you the worst spawns with no Pokemon within 50 meters. Well, the spawn's not going to change. The only thing that could change is me getting Eevee right in front of me, which would be really broken. That would be super good. But I'd have to luck out into that. And that's why you always save. What the fuck was it? Alright, let's go buy Pokeballs. Okay. Dusk balls aren't very effective in this game. Normally they're really good. Especially if you play the game a lot at night. But they're not actually that great in this game, per se. Quick balls, Timer balls, the more actions the target's taken. You have to have a Pokemon out for that to count, I think. There you go, 30 Dusk balls. Okay, done. Okay. Now let's do Link Play. Right, it's Season 5, correct? I thought it ended the 28th. It's the 30th now, correct? Yes, okay. I don't give a fuck about my ranking anymore. Alright, it's Mega Swampert, and oh my god, I hate everything, dude. Could they not? Like, really? Let's just get this shit out the way, man. Swampertite. Megastones returning are the usual ones, right? Ranks Y through U. We would join the action by blah blah blah. Okay, very nice. Manage teams. Time to play the sweatiest game modes you've never seen. Well, okay, let's think about this, right? So Mega Groudon, which I don't think we're ever gonna see because it has a double weakness to water. No, but it probably has that built-in ability. Mega Groudon could really rock my shit because I think it has a resistance to water. I don't know if it's an immunity though. Kyogre will be not great either. Oh, Lord. Dude, I don't want to fucking do this season. This season's going to be so fucking ass, dude. Because, you know, every single Pokemon I would normally encounter is going to be a counter to one of my Pokemon. Like, it's going to be terrible. Like, you need a Pokemon that's going to... There's no Rayquaza. But you need a Pokemon that can counter Groudon without using water. Counter Kyogre. Who does that? You know, I'm thinking too hard. Why the fuck do I care? I don't give a shit anymore, man. Fuck this. Like, the more the seasons go on, the less I give a shit, actually. The more I just show up just to get the stone at rank, what is it, rank T or some shit? Where the hell is that? Oh, he took a picture in the Kyogre hole. Huh, that's kind of cool. I didn't even think about that. You can't even go back there once you're out. This is not going to work this season at all. Yeah. Oh, you can use Rayquaza. Oh, isn't that nice? Wow, he did it just a weakness policy. You know, you wouldn't even know this shit's in the fucking game, bro. Wow. What did he do? Oh, it was not the Abomasnow. Holy shit. I don't even know who's on the field, dude. Whatever, man. Look at that Abomasnow. It's on the fucking bench. That's so funny. That's fucked up. Oh, come the fuck on, dude. Well, that was fantastic. Laser him! Yeah! I like how they could just walk out of the fucking shit, man. It's so stupid. Let's rumble! Oh, come the fuck on. What? I thought I hit it. Alright, well, we're slaughtering Rayquaza against all fucking odds. Oh no! I can't swap again! What happened? What? What the fuck was that? Oh, that's how Rayquaza Mega evolves. It uses Dragon Ascent. Okay, well, I don't have anything. I can't swap. So I'm cooked. Good lord. Well, somehow I think I won. Don't ask me how. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, bro, I am not playing this shit at all. I am basically here by grace. Oh, I got fucking super earthquaked. They really let this dude catch up right at the fucking end, too. Ow, anyway. I don't even know how that worked out. Why is Rayquaza, like, the most balanced legendary? Oh, because it has a double weakness, that's why. And I could exploit it. That's exactly why I gave Aggron a fucking... That's why I gave it Ice Punch. Purely because there's dragon types everywhere. That's so stupid. Alright, can we just get out of here, please? Alright, well, we would already have last season's rewards. How high do you have to go? Yeah, who else can learn Freeze Dry in this game? Because Glaceon is definitely the weakest part of this team. Pokemon ZA Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry and the Pokemon that learn it. Baxcalibur. I've never found one. That would probably be the Pokemon that I would use, is Baxcalibur, just to get Freeze Dry. You want to get an Alpha, too, so it's bigger. Oh, great. Fucking Houndoom. Is that dude playing? Alright, I don't know what this guy is doing. Oh, Lord. Well, that was a free snipe. Oh, Lord. Yo, he's using Mega Houndoom? Oh, you never see this. That's crazy. I respect the shit out of that. Yo, let's go. Well, I walked in the middle of two AoEs. That's great. Having a bigger hitbox is not always a W. I respect the shit out of this dude for using Mega Houndoom. That's fucking awesome, man. Oh, no damage? I love it. Thanks. Well, I'm about to use Corviknight as well. Look at this. Oh no, that's not an attacking move. I forgot. This is my fucking PvP for Alligator. I completely forgot that's not... That's not where this is why having multiple Pokemon sucks, man. I'm gonna let this dude win. Oh, great, thanks. Can you move, please? Can you move, please? That should always be a free snipe, 100% of the time. If I can land a move, that's a free snipe. He's gonna get it. Unbelievable. Dude, some motherfuckers get all the luck. Thank you. Goodbye. Who's next? Oh my god! What? Oh, come on. This fucking Houndoom guy sniping me, letting the Garchomp get away, man. Why would you do this? Oh, that's so stupid. Damn, I ain't gonna win that. Thank you. And I serve it up to him, which is the most ridiculous part. He really snipes me from behind. I don't even know what the fuck. I think it was him, because I don't think the Garchomp player attacked me there. I get fucking hit from behind, dude. Alright, can I just get enough to get the fuck out of here, please? I'm already over this. You never see a Houndoom player, though. Like, that is the first time I think I've ever seen Mega Houndoom. Ever. You know, that's actually kind of inspirational. He's probably bringing it to counter fairy types, which is kind of not the best, but whatever. It works, I guess. Very nice. Swampert. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Goodbye. There you go. That was your PvP session. Back to playing the game. It's ridiculous. I was like, why the fuck this guy bring a Houndoom for? What? I have never seen someone whip out a Houndoom in this game. And I don't think it's to counter anything. I think he just likes Houndoom. Like, I genuinely just think he likes Houndoom. And so that's why he did it. That was fast? Yeah, you only have to play a couple matches, and because I came in first place in both matches, I don't have to play anymore. Hey, you want me to play more? That shit pisses me off. If I wanted to play Pokemon PvP, that could damn near be like this long, ongoing series on the channel that I'm just not willing to fucking do. Like, genuinely. I could play a lot of PvP on Pokemon, it's just not worth it. With no abilities, you know, shitty move pool, poor balance, I'm not doing all that. I don't hate myself enough for all that. Maybe if this game had more shit, I might consider it, but it doesn't, so I won't. Like, it's fun. It's more fun than normal Pokemon multiplayer, which is just pure sweat bullshit. But, you know, there's a lot of things, like, all the flaws kind of come out in the multiplayer a lot, and that's why I don't really want to do it. Sneak up and use fairy types. Oh, I forgot to take off Moonblast. Whoops. Well, next season is going to be Blazikenite. Finally, they did it in, like, the opposite. They did it in the inverse. So we'll be able to use Blaziken next time. Which is really what I care about. Whoop. See, Dazzling Gleam is just faster. I think it's like the same attack power if like 10 points less. That's what I mean. Certain moves are just not very good. Certain moves are just not very good in real time, at least the way they implement it here. Because there's like a lot of tweaking that they could do if they really wanted to do like balance changes. They could make a lot of moves have much less startup animation. They could also expand the move pool. They could always add more Pokemon. You could always do all of these things at once, you know? So you're kind of playing around the fact that they just do not balance jack shit in this game. Just like how there were no good fighting type moves for the longest. And that's what I was complaining about. There were no good fighting... You're already back? Lady. Nope, fuck you. So I'll see you in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? When Blazikenite's out? And then our little Combuskin over here can finally reach his true potential. But starting next Friday, we're going to play Coliseum on Fridays. I think I said it in the Discord and Ash was like, hell yeah, Pokemon Fridays. So yeah, it's going to be Pokemon Fridays. Okay. Knock out opponents using ghost type moves. Yeah, I gotta probably raise a Gengar. This might be one of the few games where I'll really actually use it, because I don't remember really using it in any other Pokemon game, because you have to trade to evolve it. They basically gate out a lot of these really good Pokemon because you have to have, like, someone immediately available to trade. And no, I don't count on randoms on the internet doing trade backs. That sounds like the fastest way to get fucking scammed. At least I trust Ash, right? Like, that makes sense. Like, you know, I don't think Ash would rip me off. I trust friends, I know, because obviously they're friends. Do I trust random dude with an all lowercase name I met on Switch Online 5 minutes ago? or whatever? No, of course not. That's like the fastest way for someone to show up and be like, oh, your Pokemon's EV and IV trained and has egg moves that are good? Well, it's mine now, fucker. Like, you really think I'm gonna let that happen to me, right? You really think I'm gonna do this shit? That would be an insanely stupid thing for me to do. So I will never do that. That is unsafe as all hell. And it's gonna piss me the fuck off, and then I'm gonna be like, and then people will be like, what, you just trust anyone on the internet? Yeah, I'll play it safe, bro. Do you trust anyone on the internet? That's like one of the few things I advocate, is you shouldn't trust people inherently. Wow, by the way, no way to climb that up. Why does she look like fucking 60? Maybe you really are never too old to be a Pokemon trainer. Maybe I shouldn't judge. Thank you. Gotta beat him to the punch. Yeah, basically the only Pokemon that learned Freeze Dry are Cryogonal, Frigibax in its line, Glaceon, Galarian, Mr. Mime, Mr. Rhyme, Delibird, Amara, and Aurorus, and Glalie by Level Up. And it's not a TM. So those are your great Pokemon that you can use Freeze Dry on. It's not even every Ice type in the game. And it's certainly not any Water types. It's actually a reason to use an Ice type. So you might as well just use, what's it called? Frigibax, which I still have not found. That would actually be a huge help. Knock out opponents with Ghost-type Pokemon. Or Ghost-type moves. Where's Greninja? Wait, you have Shadow Ball. We gotta get a Gengar. I'm gonna do that too. We're gonna train up all the poison types. We're gonna get a Gengar, a Scolipede, and they're all non-Mega Evolvers too. We'll do it. We gotta expand the Pokemon repertoire both for PvP and PvE, which is work, and I just don't really play this game enough. Damn! Bonk. Man, your first move should have been Bullet Punch, not Extreme Speed. What the hell? That's not the move I would have gone for. And I guess we could go hit up the crack dealer and see what TMs we could buy. We'll do that in the daytime, which is ironic, isn't it? We should theoretically do that at nighttime. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what Pokemon Gen 10 is going to be. I kind of hope they don't go back to turn-based. My biggest, like, hope, and this is like weapons-grade nuclear design copium, is that they at least allow you to toggle what you want to do, and then they have multiplayer modes for both. You know? I feel like that would be like the perfect solution. Like, you could pick which mode you want to play, whether you want to play real-time or whether you want to play, you know, turn-based. And then, like, he's gonna fall off. Amazing. Alright, come back. I'm not done with you, bitch. Yeah, there's no hope, obviously. They'll make it turn-based. I think the Legend series is like just an excuse for them to do weird, wacky gameplay, and ironically, it ends up being some of my favorite Pokemon experiences in the last, like, 10 years. By far and away, some of my favorite Pokemon experiences. Partly because of the real-time aspect, but also just because, you know, it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's at least something different. The shiny hunting is kind of good mental stimulus. There's a lot of good things, you know? This is another series with infinite potential, and they kind of routinely squander it. Because this game does not run well on the Switch 1. I can tell you that much having played it on the Switch 1. Okay. Alright, well, let's go do this. Dude, I was at Whole Foods today, man. That sushi was looking good. Not to look at Tatsugiri and think the same thing. That shit looked good, man. Please don't be Tawny. Fuck! Dude, I literally asked, please don't be Tawny. And who does it fucking give me besides this bitch, man? Oh my god. Did I even save? I'm gonna have to item spam. I fucking hate fighting Tawny. Tawny and Corner are the reason you have to have low 100s, man. It's so stupid. I fucking hate having to fight her. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. The most annoying rival in history. Besides Rival 2 and Johto and May and Brendan 2. Absolutely asinine, man. Oh my god, I hate her so much. You don't understand. I hate her. She Mega Evolves every single one of her Pokemon. Every single one. It doesn't even make sense. She shouldn't even have that much Mega Energy. At least we get some cool Sonic music. I guess that's the only good thing. Like, look at this bullshit. This damn thing can't even attack. Amazing. Goodra? Goodra with double walls is insane, by the way. It's such a fucking resource dump. Like, bro, every single one of her moves was fucking specifically picked to counter Meganium. Please stop. Unbelievable. This thing can't learn Freeze Dry, but we don't even want to do that, so that's fine. Alright, great. Stone Edge to my face. 120, whatever. It's fine. No, fuck you. Thank you. Because I have to fucking counter pick. Oh, Lord. This thing's gonna hit me with some crazy bullshit. Thank you. Alright, it has to be Emboar, right? Because what's her last Pokemon? No, fuck. It doesn't even make sense. How could she have this much Mega Energy? It's bullshit. This whole fight is bullshit, man. This shit is annoying. Oh my god, come on, man. You know my fucking shit would never do this. That's so dumb, man. They would never let me get away with that kind of murder, dude. Are you fucking for real? They would never let my Manectric hit for that much. That's ridiculous. Oh boy. One shot. We're gonna have to start rezzing people. Unbelievable. I'm absolutely not losing this bullshit. One shot. It has to go for bulk up. It's ridiculous. That's really, I can't even really come in here with Combuskin. I have to take him off my team. Because I can't have anyone who's not level 100. Metal cup. Wow. That's great. There are no stores around here you could buy sushi? What? You don't have a Trader Joe's in fucking Seattle? Why do I not believe that at all? You don't have a Trader Joe's with a sushi bar? Do you have like some weird fucking law where you live? I love this, by the way. Thank you, game. Amazing. I just hate having to counterpick Tawny and I can't remember her team. How the hell am I supposed to remember she leads with a Meowstic of all fucking Pokemon? Like, seriously. Any of y'all remember it? That's like 300 miles away? I don't know what to tell you, dude. I don't know how you live in a sushi desert. There's no white women where you live? Somehow I don't believe that. Thank you. It's not even stab. Yeah, honestly, maybe we just boost all these Pokemon to level 100. I don't know, man. Corviknight, Ekans, why not? Just for the memes. No, was it a Leaf Green playthrough where I used Arbok? Or was it XD? XD is nice because at least you get to use a bunch of different Pokemon in it. So for example, there's a Houndoom that we could get early in XD. Dude, that shit is free cheese. We're gonna be able to Mega Evolve half the cast of XD someday. If you can believe it. There's no way that the only sushi place near you is 2 hours away, unless you live in the middle of like Arkansas. No, Arizona, sorry. I refuse to believe that. Living in Washington and there's no sushi place. I mean, maybe, I don't know, I've never been there. Maybe, I just find a complete dead zone for sushi is crazy. That's like one of the top, like, foodie foods, you know? Hey, maybe he's right. I don't know. I gotta give him that leeway, right? I gotta be fair. It's entirely possible I'm completely wrong, and I don't know where he lives, and I don't need to know. It's just kind of weird that Washington, of all places, wouldn't have it, but whatever. Shit happens. What are the other Pokemon I say I need to work on? Where are these dudes? Special attack best. Wow, isn't that great? No good special defense. Awesome. I think we take these two. We also need to get a Trico. Best, best, best. Yeah. So we take these three. You're in a Premier Ball? Damn. Well, whatever. Damn, attack best? Yo, we have the Terror Twins. We have a Mega Y and a Mega X. I caught you for some reason. No good speed. It's the slowest of the pack. Meowth. Maybe I need to... Do I have a Meowth in a luxury? Alright, maybe I'll go in that dark hole and look for a Meowth in a luxury. That kind of makes a little bit more sense. Okay. There are restaurants, even sushi restaurants, but they're... Oh, okay. They're not affordable. Okay, because I was like, dude, what? There's sushi restaurants, but they're way overpriced. And there's no sort of... I see what you're saying. So your only options are to basically dine super fancy or to just not buy it. I get what you're saying. That makes a lot more sense to me than no one makes sushi in a 200-mile radius. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. No, even for $10, I was like, dude, $10 for 8 pieces. Like, it's not terrible, but like, do I really need this? Like, I'm just hungry. And I think recognizing that is one of the biggest things that you can do. Is like, you're just hungry. You're just looking at any food. It looks good. In the moment, you're thinking of ways you could eat it, like on the walk home. And it was cold as hell outside today. It was like 14 degrees, 10 degrees. So I was just saying, you know, listen, I could buy it, right? It's not even breaking the bank, although I am trying to save money, right? So little purchases do add up. If it's not directly going to benefit the channel, probably not going to buy it right now. Okay, teleport. So yeah. No, I feel you, dude. I live in New York City, man. This shit's way overpriced here. Land hits with psychic types. That's not a psychic type. Oh, well, he's immune anyway, so it doesn't matter. He's part dark type. Yeah, bro. You know, that guy inspires me to use a Houndoom. That's another Pokemon I want to level up. Very nice. I think high speed is going to be really good on certain Pokemon. I wonder what Pokemon have like really high speed in this game. No more Weavile cheese, and honestly, I don't blame them for never bringing back that Final Fantasy X style bullshit. I'm okay with that, actually. Oh, great. Now they give it to me with dawn approaching. Look at this. Isn't that nice? Dawn approaches. Uh-oh. Thanks. Are there any poison fighting types? Yeah, Croagunk. It's not in this game. Very unfortunate. Bro, you can't give this shit to me now, man. That's so fucking stupid. Now you give this shit to me, really? At the end of the night? I don't know if the game doesn't spawn these until like the last couple of hours of nighttime, but it really sucks because it's like, well, now there's no time left. Takeout is 15 a pound. Seafood 15 a pound. Oh my lord, forget it, bro. That's why you just learn to live with chicken nuggets, man. Like even if you were rich and could afford it, it's like, well, what am I really gaining from this, you know? Ah, I tried to be sneaky. It didn't work. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I've always been a person who's like, I'd rather get like more mid food and a lot of it than expensive food and a little bit. In my friend group, we have this one story of this time we went to a ramen restaurant and I was disappointed. I was like, wait, that's it? Bro, I paid like twice as much money as normal to get half as much ramen as the usual joint. I was like, for real? Like, I barely even got to eat. And it was kind of a ritzy place, you know, which is fine. Like, it was a more professional, it was a more serious restaurant. But, you know, like, I'm a kind of guy, I just want to have a lot, man. I just want to have a lot for bang for my buck, right? Step right out of it, and that's why Hurricane sucks. Hurricane and Blizzard and Thunder all have the same problem. Ever tried fondue? No. Nah, it just sounds way too fancy. Some of y'all are way fancier than I am. It was like $20 for all you can eats. Yeah, dude, all you can eats. I don't even know. They obviously have to have some in New York somewhere. But like, I couldn't imagine it being like profitable in almost any way possible. Because you know, some dude's gonna show up there and be like, "Well, it's all you can eat. I'm gonna have everything." Bro, gonna clean them the fuck out. These dudes gonna be hitting the replay like, what? Where'd all the food go? Okay. Kinda hoping it would take 2 hits, but whatever. Okay. We need to get a couple different Pokemon. I need to get another fighting type. Bro, what the fuck, dude? It's ridiculous. Just to wash him in 2 seconds. I don't think all you can eat anything is gonna work in New York, homie. I'm just being honest. And then, of course, all I fight are dark types. Oh my god. We could have done the fighting type one. That's unfortunate. Ow, I forgot this thing has stab over me now. Sometimes I forget Gardevoir is a fairy type. It slips my mind because I played for years and it was not, and then one day it just was. And it changes all the type matchup dynamics in my head. It's not even worth using an item. Sneak up and start fights with fighting type moves. Maybe it's your time to shine. Critical. We're fine. Yeah, they really should let you pool over your challenger's ticket, even in just once over, because having to immediately run to go do this is kind of like stupid. Whatever. Oh, well, that was a nice tie. He kamikazes his way just so I don't get experience. Isn't that nice? Anyone else have a fighting type move on my team? I don't think so. We have to res him so we could get the credit. Okay. Yeah, it was Stone Edge. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing Corviknight. I'm gonna turn that shit into a tank, a literal flying tank, as always. Give me your life. Thank you. Very nice. Oh, we're gonna get a huge payout. Alright, are there any other... I kind of wanted to go investigate that, but it's really not worth it. We could get a 3-star one. This could give us like a reasonable fairy type. I mean, if I already have Igglybuff though, so I don't think I need to. I already have Munna, Litwick, Shuppet. I mean, it's a Curlia hole, which isn't terrible. Dragon, Battle Zone, Water types. Larvitar, Flaffy. Nah, there's not really anything I'd want to dive into. Right? Yeah, not really. This got all the starters in it. Seriously, this is every starter inside of it. So I'm definitely going to use the shiny power for that, 100%. Oh shit, we could catch a Gengar outright. Sure, whatever. Going to the city while the shoreway's over the bridge. That can have openings. They open it. Right, so they just open, they raise the bridge, I guess is what you're saying? Ponings? I have no idea what that means. Catching Power Ghost, we could finally put this to good use. What is that? Dry? What's the green one? Oh, Jesus Christ. Can a brother land? I did not mean to summon Meganium. I thought I was on for Alligator. Thank you. Thank you, game. Can I land, please? Look at what you make me do. I have to YOLO through like half of you. I did not want this fate. You merely forced me to do it. This is an isekai, basically. I show up and people start attacking me. Like, well, no shit. Guess who I'm siding with then? Not you. Oh, come the fuck. There. Absolutely asinine spawn. I've had some terrible spawns today. Great. Magnificent pathing, guys. Next thing I have to do is buy a bunch of max potions. He used Curse. Very nice. Literally just easier to catch it and then release it than actually fight it. Dude, is there a Gengar in here somewhere? Like, can I, like, not get screwed 24/7, please? Thank you. Okay, there is one. It's ridiculous the shit you have to go through in this game, man. Okay, we did catch it. Very nice. caught both. Okay. I ain't gonna complain. Hey, we got some shit done. I love it. No, I get what you mean. They open it. They open the bridge. They raise it. Yeah, well, no, and, you know, New York is just expensive, man. That's like the biggest thing I would say. New York is expensive. The public transport sucks. I mean, it's the best in the country, but it's just dirty. It's kind of just run down. Like, you get your money's worth. Kind of. In fact, I'm not even sure you do anymore. I've been riding the MTA since I was a boy, and it wasn't great back then, and it's not great now. And it's just never going to be that great. You just kind of learn to accept that. That's why when people yell about how, like, public transport is the way, like, I think they're being very disingenuous. I don't know a single person that's, like, happy or really enjoys riding the subway. They just do it because it's a necessity. No one is actually happy to go on the fucking subway. Is there a normal steel type? Is there? They need to make non-legendaries of every typing. You could use Curse on a normal type? Yeah, it doesn't affect me. Shouldn't. Yeah, it doesn't. No, apparently it does. Oh my god. Why are they respawning so quick? What the fuck? Thank you. Okay. Neither of these are to die for. What we really want is like Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse. I don't know if we could learn any effective like status moves. There's no special attack version of Swords, I don't think. Okay. Oh, good lord. We could enter this. How are we gonna get to it? This is like the word. We can go to this and run to the left if there's enough time. Oh, there's not gonna be enough time. Yeah, there's not going to be enough time. Where is it? Yeah, whatever. Should've just tried to get another couple trainers for some more money. Oh well. That's a mistake. Okay. Beldum, never terrible. This is a much better poison type. Okay. That's not moving. Brother, what the fuck? Thanks. Alright, did we gain at least one Tanga Berry? I'm kind of hoping we did, because I kind of want to really try getting a good donut. Oh, we have. Okay. Alright, let's try getting a good shiny hunting donut. We'll try doing that now. This is gonna be terrible, isn't it? This is gonna be a complete waste of my time. What does it have? Sparkling Power Ghost type. The fuck. Sparkling Power Ghost. I'll settle for Sparkling Power Fire or Sparkling Power All, because I know there's a neutral Sparkling Power as well. Sushi here is listed starting at 40 for a meal. Yeah, and you know the meal is going to be small as shit. That's why I would never do that. You know that meal is going to be nothing. You know, they say it's a meal and it's like an appetizer. Like, if I'm going to spend a lot of money, I plan to come out stuffed, dude. Okay. Sparkling Power Water. Well, this is how it works. Let me see if this dude's around. Because if not, is he? What time is it? It's like 8:30. Highguard added a 5v5. Okay, there you go. See, they listen. Someone made a Mega Heracross Z concept. I was about to say, bro, this is not in the game. They made it. It's AI. I fucked up. Yeah, well, you can't relate because you don't live in fucking hyperinflation-ass America. Where every year you lose like a ridiculous percentage of your fucking purchasing power. Because they won't stop funding a billion bullshit projects and sending money to Israel. And Somalia. And pretty much everywhere else that doesn't benefit us at all. Man, I'm gonna go get something to eat. This is bullshit. I knew this was gonna be annoying. I might just get something to eat. Because every time I have to teleport back over here, walk inside just to fucking fail it again, which is really funny. Then you wonder why I'm just not, I really don't want to bother with it. I'll do it purely just for this one hole, and that's it. Like, I don't want to, I'm not even going to use Tanga Berries outside of that. So, like, I'll find a special scan, and then I'm just going to do this. And realistically, I shouldn't even do this. Sparkling Power Grass, but I'm not looking for grass types. No, you don't. How many Mossad agents are in your house right now forcing you to type that? Dude, this sucks. I'm about to go get something to eat. You know, like, I'll do it, but I'll just do it off camera. You already know what I'm gonna do. There's no reason for me to fucking sit here and farm this one out. It would be nice if you could just pick the type. I don't know why this had to be the ultimate RNG. Oh my god! This shit is amazing. Too bad it's not what I'm looking for. Good lord. It's a natural opinion. That is the most interesting thing you've put in my chat. You have posted some very interesting things in my chat. But I'm not going to shake them down. Did I fuck it up? I don't think I did. I think I did. Well, you get Sparkling Power level 1. I hit back by accident. Isn't that funny? You don't like, well, they're not doing a very good job, at least for Europe, but I mean, I guess you could argue that's a different case. You don't like it when all your tax money goes to leering centers or whatever in Minnesota? What? Dude, that's fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about. You want tax money for better schools, better roads? You know, best we could do is let them backdoor to Africa somewhere. Why not? I mean, you should listen to my family talk about this shit. They're completely gone off the fucking rails, dude. Freedom of speech is a suggestion when it's something they don't like. Oh my god. Dude, I'm getting this over and over. You know how good this shit would be if I was still looking for Chikorita? Like, come on, man. I know not all of it left. Does it matter? None of it should have left. Doesn't fucking matter, dude. Like, some of my family works for the MTA, dude. You would be shocked at how fucking ineffective. I hit my back button, by the way. You would be shocked how inefficient the fucking MTA is with money. It's actually disgusting and disturbing. That's why nothing ever gets done. That's why they talk about, we're gonna make a T-line, and then obviously the T-line just never fucking happens, bro. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make a 2nd Avenue subway line. Someday when I'm fucking dead. You know, like, what in the hell? Ugh. Yeah, I wonder how many agents they sent to make sure that outcome happened. Oh, dear God, please help me. They did. It was called The Last One, and you saw what happened. "2024 is gonna go down as one of the funniest fucking elections in history, I swear to God. Because up until that 3rd fucking Biden debate, everyone, even legitimate people I know that I would consider to be smart, just fucking on different sides of the political spectrum, were telling me that Biden is a great and he's totally cognizant, and Trump was just nothing. And then he walks up on stage and he just fucking blabbers out some nonsense, and they backdoored this motherfucker so hard, like, he's had almost no public appearances since then. They tried to swap him for Kamala in the last, like, 3 months. And even if you were a Democrat, you should be mad about that. You know, they run news cycles all day telling you that this dude is so smart, so fit, so whatever, and this dude is literally just stammering. He can barely walk, bro. Oh my god, Gate Season 2 is happening after 10 fucking years? That's crazy. You know how long ago Gate came out? Jesus Christ. Tides of Conflict. Well, it's not A1 Studios, but whatever. Holy shit. I've never watched it. Or I watched like 1 episode of Gate. I'd watched like 1, maybe 2 episodes. I don't even remember. I just remember tanks rolling. It's like an isekai or some shit. I wasn't a fan of it. It's basically like that one scene in that shitty Devil May Cry Netflix show where America just invades the Middle East, I mean, the fucking demon lands, and they fucking roll in with tanks and just make complete work of these poor, poor demons that totally had nothing to do with anything, man. Every other Devil May Cry game, the demons are fucking crazy. You go to this Netflix show, they're just a substitute for Middle Eastern people. It's so fucking wild. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Fuck. I don't know about anti-woke, brother. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You are bugging. There you go. Lord. Alright, I'm giving a few more attempts. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm hungry. I don't have time for this. I mean, you're right about that a little bit. Definitely recently, but that's besides the point. Can I just get fire, please? How am I getting every type but fire? Dude, holy shit, it's a level fucking 3 water and a level 3 alpha. That's insane. This is actually like a crazy good fucking donut. It's perfect. It's gone. Fuck! Dude! Gate was cool. Wormhole open in Japan. Store guys come through, see no weapons, and the JDF rolls in. Yeah, now imagine it's literally just the shit from the Devil May Cry and fucking Netflix slop. Just better. Like, is that shit cool? Sure. Is it cool because it's Devil May Cry cool? No. No, it's actually not, actually. It's not a staple at all. Maybe amongst boomers, or you, that's not, no, that is not a staple of more younger ones, at least. And it's not a staple of a lot of liberals I know either. Can I get fire, please? I'm tired. Oh my god! It's level 1. Okay. Before we quit, okay. What? Okay. Oh, this is trash. This is 2 in 4,096. Oh, wait, hold on. No, it becomes about 1 in 820. This is like Arceus default levels. Sparkling Power 3 guarantees the first Pokemon that spawns and matches the donut's type will be shiny. Make a donut with berries that match the type you want to find. Yeah, if we get level 3, we get 1 in 585. Fuck, dude. I'm going for level 3. I don't care. That's probably going to be the end of the stream. That really sucks. Yeah, I know. They're in my game. Look at what they're doing. Fuck, I never do this correctly. You have to use the slow boot. You have to backup save it. Unbelievable. Gate was also sucked because the JDF never faced anything that could harm them. I don't know, just the concept of America invading Fantasyland just doesn't sound very great. Sorry, Japan or America, whatever show you want to... This is the same reason I'm not like hype about it and anything else. Like, does it look cool for a clip? Sure. Does it have to have a whole show around it? Probably not. But I at least respect the anime more because it's not American fucking slop. You didn't have some fucking hack job self-insert himself onto someone else's IP. And take a nice shit all over it. Oh, great. Teensy power? Fantastic. What time is it? I'm about to be out of here. Am I going to go to 9? I don't know. I'll give like another few attempts. I know I say this a lot. We are hardcore coping. Yeah. Sparkling Power level 3 guarantees a shiny 100% of the time. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. It is guaranteed you will get a shiny if you use Sparkling Power level 3. Guaranteed. I love boomers. Holy shit. For someone who's usually decries the opposite, man is over your... Bro. No, they don't. You've never met boomers in America, have you? No, the fuck they don't, dude. Good lord. All the boomers I know are just short on temper, and they just blame the young people for not doing things that they did 50 years ago with like a quarter of the money and 20 times less bullshit. Nah, boomers are not base. I don't know where the fuck you're coming from, man. Boomers literally were born into some of the most fortuitous times in human... I would argue the most fortuitous time in human history, given everything, and half of them still failed. They absolutely could not cut it by today's standards in almost any aspect. Financial, real estate, dating, relationship building, etc. They just were born in a time when it was fucking easy and you could trip into success. And I say this with knowing plenty of the people I live around and plenty of the people in my family, and they all somehow fucked it up. Which tells me that they would never even make it today. Oh, I pressed A, but it didn't accept it. They had to use old stuff that did not have GPS and SATCOM. I mean, sure, but I'm not fucking doing that. I don't know. The whole concept of the show just doesn't really ring true with me. Yeah, I'll go for at least level 2. I need to get at least level 2 fire. That the jump from 1 in 820 to 1 in 683 is huge. I need to get at least level 2. Sounds like resentment. Yeah, that's all they ever have for the younger generation. Why don't you guys do XYZ? Why don't you guys do this? Why don't you guys do that? Knowing damn well they can't. Just so they could see their 401ks inflate. Dude, what is with the sparkling power bug now? Like, you imagine going to school and your yearly tuition or your semester tuition was only like $3,000. You know? When I went to college, my tuition was like... What the fuck was it? It was a lot. I think it was... I gotta look. I think the yearly tuition was like 20 grand. Well, wait, hold on a second. If you knew a group of people, all they ever did 24/7 was talk about how easy everything is, but they haven't done it in months, if not decades, wouldn't you be annoyed that someone comes in and tells you, hey, this is so easy, man, just fucking do it? They lived it large and now it's gone. What's it to you? That you will never have the same opportunities, and they blame you when you don't do the same shit as them without the opportunities and the ability. If I get sparkling power bug one more fucking time, dude... It's resentment that they will not pass the torch. You can accept... Right, no, that's fine. I can accept conditions have changed. What I will not accept is them not recognizing that conditions have changed. You see how what you're saying is backwards? I understand that that's not a thing that you can do anymore. And I'm fine with it. I don't need to go on lavish fucking vacations and wear expensive clothes and, you know, do whatever. That's fine. But, well, I mean, it's not, but I could accept that. What they don't accept is that, well, I did it so you can do it. You know, like, that's like telling someone who lives in the third world, like, well, I live in a very clean, healthy neighborhood and, you know, did all this and got a bachelor's in that. That's easy. Why can't you do it? And you know, this person lives in some crazy fucking shithole neighborhood in a third world country. No, I disagree. We live in a society. You can't just say they have no obligation. Yeah, they could just continue to suck up any opportunities and anything and then blame you for them sucking up opportunities. No, I disagree, Narg. That's not true. Well, that's the thing. We're funding their welfare. Who's going to fund ours? That's literally not how America works. I don't know if it's different in Honduras or whatever, but that's not how America works. The same programs that were available to them will never be available to us. The same prices that were available to them for the purchasing power they had will never be available to us. That's why the fucking median home buyer's age is just skyrocketing. Because the only people who can afford it are boomers who sat on 401ks when all this shit was coming up. None of this shit's coming up anymore, which is why everyone I know is in debt. I'm lucky enough to not be in debt. Well, if it's the same here, I don't see how a bunch of people telling you how easy things are and that you should do what they did, knowing that the situation is completely different, does not piss you off. Fundamentally. Electric. I don't know how that possibly could not piss you off fundamentally. If someone told me and came in, well, I had all these opportunities and choices and potentials, and you don't, and you know you were never offered that, and they tell you, well, why don't you just do it, knowing that you would never get accepted? I don't know how that wouldn't piss you off when you tell them, no, I can't do that. You can, but I can't. Or you could, rather, and I can't. I don't know how that wouldn't piss you off. That'd piss me the fuck off, and it does. Like, why the hell am I going to listen to some boomer that hasn't done jack shit for the last 60 years, but gets to sit around on Social Security all day and fucking steal from people? Why would I do that? Why would I listen to that? The most entitled fuckers ever. Why would I do that? I fucked up again. It's not about them. Oh, you're missing the point. Never mind. I give up. It's not about them owing something, bro. It's about them continuing to take opportunities, and you cannot take those opportunities anymore. And then they turn around and tell you, well, just take the opportunities. But there are none. They don't exist. But then they tell you you just didn't do it enough. You didn't take enough opportunities to do it. I digress. If you don't understand that, then you just can't understand it. What shiny fairies am I even gonna get? That's so Fennekin, I guess, or Delphox, but that's just stupid. Why the fuck would I do that? It's like by the time you become an adult, you want to go in and you want to walk into McDonald's and buy a fucking burger. When you were younger, it was like $2. When they were younger, it was 75 cents. Now, getting a fucking burger from McDonald's is like fucking $5, $6, $7. And remember, it's supposed to be fast food. It's not cheap at all. So what's the point of it? See, me, I'm fine with it. I haven't had McDonald's in years. I'm totally fine with just completely cutting it out of my budget. I just don't even need it anymore. It wasn't even good when I ate it. It wasn't good for me then, and it's not good for me now. I mean, yeah, like, it's different. But, like, I just think that if someone comes and tells me this is easy, and they played on literal easy mode, and you know that, like, we could objectively prove that it's not the same scenarios, and they come and tell you, well, just do the thing, and you know you can't do the thing anymore, then, like, why am I going to sit here and act like, oh, well, it's okay, I should just do the thing that I can't do anymore that you could and I couldn't? Why am I going to treat that on the same playing field? Like, there's people in my family that never did jack shit with their fucking lives. But they just sit around all fucking day and they just make money off of Social Security. Off of other people working hard so they can't afford anything, so these dudes could sit on their asses and do nothing all day. Yeah, and then they say you don't have to spend anything ever. Which some of that's true. There's plenty of people in our generation that waste money on all kinds of bullshit. Yeah, it's arrogance. It's entitlement. That's what I'm saying. See? That's what I'm saying. You know, you got yours when things were good, right? You got your money, you got your house, you got your thing when things were good and easy and anyone could do it by tripping upwards. It was failing upwards the economy. You could have literally done any amount of research and just bought a bunch of Microsoft or anything in the 70s and been retired by like 2010 or something even sooner than that. You can't do that anymore. That doesn't exist. Sparkling Power 1 is garbage. You shouldn't even let you roll Sparkling Power 1 with fucking 8 Tanga Berries. That's stupid. The point is that as time goes on, the dollar is worth less and less. That's the point. Prices keep going up. The amount of money you need to buy things does not go up. Wages do not increase at the same speed as inflation. That's the point. So everything costs more. You can't buy as much with the money that you get. You work a fucking hard 9 to 5. You make jack shit. These dudes show up, like back then, you could have made only $30,000 a year, but if your college tuition was only $3K and your house was like maybe $5, you still could do stuff every year. You still could go out and get a car and, you know, put stuff away and whatever. I know people making 6 figures and they're not living in super large, and they could barely even afford a house. They could barely do anything, let alone a family, let alone anything else. They do not have the same opportunities, and that's my whole point. Level 1 is trolling. Anytime you see a level 1 anything, the game is trolling me. Period. There's a million other ways they could have done this shit. But isn't that how life works? Sure, but the problem is that Bitcoin isn't the de facto currency of the United States. It's not about investing opportunities, right? It's that when you go work a job for 40 hours a week and you get paid $1,000, the $1,000 you would have gotten paid in 1979 is not nearly even remotely in the same planet of value as the $1,000 you would have gotten paid in 2022, right? Whatever year. That's the point. It's not you missed out on an opportunity, it's that your currency that you're working for is worth less every single year. So it's not the same thing. This is actually not terrible either, by the way. We need fire. Hello, Daniel. This isn't I didn't hop on the Bitcoin train or the Microsoft or Amazon train or the Apple train. This is the I work for dollars and the dollars suck every year and everything goes up. Even this game costs $70. You know, game prices have always been all over the place, to be fair. Like I'll be fair about that. But you know, that 2000s, like 2020, every game was $60 basically or less. Every single game was $60. And you could go in and reliably expect $60. Nowadays, you buy $70 worth of a video game, and it sucks dick, and it's not even worth $40. And then years later, like a year or two later, they sell it for $40. 2 years later, they shut the game down. You can't even play it no more. Thanks for the money. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, as things get more and more expensive, the quality also goes down, and the amount of money you make is also not whatever. Will I stream Code Vein? Yeah, if it arrives. When it arrives, I'll do it. Yeah, it's very bullshit that they assume that you're just wasting your money. It's very bullshit that I'm not gonna listen to some dude that hasn't done shit in the last 30 years telling me I'm wasting my money. I've had family members do that. Like, why the fuck am I gonna listen to you? I can feel the vein bulging in my head thinking about this shit. That's why I don't respect a lot of boomers. I really don't. There's very few boomers I respect. Not even because they missed opportunities. It's not even that. It's that you couldn't fuck up. It was impossible to fuck up. They gave you 401ks. You would go to a job. You didn't have, they would train you on the fucking job. You didn't have to have 10 years of fucking background and 10 years of bullshit. You know, they didn't pull the rug out from... Oh my fucking God, dude. They are trolling me right now. They didn't have 10 years of fucking required mandatory shit you have to bring to just even get your foot in the door, right? You just showed up, you kind of knew some stuff. I've seen what these dudes were doing in the 70s. What if there's no specific formula to success? Yeah, but what if the difference is someone's playing Zelda and you're playing fucking Dark Souls permadeath? Are you going to listen to the dude that played Zelda versus the guy that has to play Dark Souls permadeath? No, you're not going to respect the dude that played Zelda and had a fun, cute time, where getting a game over in Zelda is like atypical as fuck. Dying in Dark Souls is literally anticipated by the game. They actually expect you to do it. Sparkling Power Ghost is fantastic. That's like the 3rd time we've gotten that. Again, you're missing the point. I'm not going to cycle it. It's not about they found their ways. It's about the arrogance, the entitlement. I'm not cycling back again, bro. I don't think you've spoken with a lot of American boomers. TLDR. But yeah, I will stream Code Vein too. I haven't even made the thumbnails for it. I don't even know what you mean by was death ever an option. I don't understand that viewpoint at all. I don't even understand how that's related, actually. The option is that they didn't have to inflate away the value of the dollar like crazy to bail out big banks over and over and over again. That's the option. They did it, and now the dollar is worth nothing compared to what it was 50 years ago. Yeah, I think that maybe the boomers around you are way more naturally conservative and way more naturally sensible than the boomers here. Boomers here have taken everything, and they've left nothing. And they've basically rug pulled the fuck out of my generation. And it's like boomers and early Gen Xers, and that's why I say if you didn't go to Vietnam, you have no reason. If you didn't go to Vietnam, you just have nothing. You didn't fuck up. You know, yeah, like, dude, you want to go see a movie? A movie when I was a kid was like maybe, what, 10 bucks? Maybe less? A movie today, if you want to go see it, is like $20, and that's before you even get fucking popcorn, you know? You go see a movie back in the day, even my mom says this, when she was a kid in the 60s and the 70s, I did it twice in a row, you know, she used to spend like $5, some shit, $5-10 total to go see a movie, not even. And she got the whole experience. Now, granted, the movies were 70s movies. I mean, let's be fair. But, you know, she didn't even spend that much. Okay, you see how Honduras or whatever, I forget where you're from. It doesn't matter. See how south of the border, Central America boomers are completely different than American boomers? I don't even know if I would call them boomers. Boomers got to be like an American thing, almost. I'm sure they have different terms for them. All right, I quit. That's my gameplay for Pokemon ZA. Like, don't listen to me. Go ask Viv. Viv's here. Go talk to him. Why do you think you deserve low prices? Philosophically, I think I deserve opportunities, not just because I'm alive, but because I contribute to all the same systems that they do. My taxes fund Social Security. My taxes fund XYZ. I get taxed out the ass on every single thing I fucking do, including the very game I just fucking played. So if I have to pay taxes and all this stuff, and they had all these opportunities, why should my future come at the expense of their 401k and their everything? Why should my future be completely shredded because a bunch of big banks don't want to pay their dues? Because they can take bad bets with the economy and then get bailed out by taxpayer money. Why let's flip it. Why are boomers entitled to continue to take opportunities after they've already solved their lives? I think that's what you're missing, is that they have completely destroyed any possible purchasing power for my generation. It's not just boomers as a whole, it's also the government, it's also the financial sectors. Right? Like, why should the Federal Reserve just decide, hey, we're going to go off the gold standard in 72, now nothing backs the dollar, so we're just going to print infinite fucking dollars whenever we need to do anything, right? Why should they balloon the national debt to like 38 trillion? It now costs 1 trillion to service it, and the only thing that they could do is just raise taxes and they can't fix anything. Why should that be allowed? Why should I have to pay for mistakes of people? And it's not mistakes because they did it willingly. Why should I have to pay for the mistakes of people that happened 20 years before I was born, which means it happened almost 30 years before some of you were born? Why should I have to do that? And then the people who were around before this, the poison dot, got to be 50% HP when it was still 1 or 2%, they got to do everything they wanted to do. They never get to step by and let the next generation continue. Why is that okay? Why is that fair? Because I worked very hard for a lot of the shit I did. Old people with no kids. There you go. That's my point. Is that you don't live in America the same way. We have nothing but socialized services. We fund Medicare. We fund Medicaid. We fund Social Security, right? All these people have 401ks and pensions, bro. They don't even give pensions to people like they used to. People in my family haven't worked in 40, 50, 60 years. They get Social Security because they worked a little bit, or they have some other loopholes or programs or whatever. You know, they have medical exemptions that are completely their fault. And, you know, for the rest of their life, they just get tons of money, tons of services. Why is it that someone who hasn't worked, didn't even get a high school diploma, is able to fucking get, you know, all kinds of socialized services and everything? And the lady that worked 60 years of her life, damn near, gets worse services than her? That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Why should people who work their entire lives not get better, you know, shit because they contributed, they played the system, they put money away, they were smart? Why should they not get the best care versus someone who has literally been a net negative on society for 20, you know, for 70 years? It doesn't even make sense. Done nothing. Didn't even get a high school diploma. How does that make any sense? And then they all vote to ensure that you don't get to do jack shit. They all vote for anything that increases their money pile, and you can't increase your money pile. Well, I mean, yeah, I'd be happy if they would stop acting like it was easy, like the year is still 1976. Yeah, I'd be happy if they just, boomers specifically, if they just fucked up and failed, I'd be fine. I don't care. Like, whatever, that's your life. People in my generation do the same shit. It's fine. It's more like I could have been fucking attempting. Jesus Christ. Now, obviously, I got problems with the government and them fucking inflating the dollar away, but I get sick of these dudes acting like that didn't happen, and it's just because our generation is lazy. Don't I get tax returns? Are you crazy? No. What? I don't get fucking tax returns. I have to pay fucking taxes, dude. I owe these fuckers. Not a ton, but that's because I don't make a ton either. Okay, vote? I do. Now what? I live in a liberal state. Now what? Normal. I live in a liberal state where they believe in these programs that some dude can hop off a boat 5 minutes ago and be called an American, but motherfuckers who can trace their ancestry back here for hundreds of years don't deserve shit. Now what? People, literal American citizens in homeless shelters in Queens were getting kicked out because they had to make room for all the Venezuelan fuckers that came here when the border was just a wide open revolving door. They're like, a lot of you have to go because we have to make room because the city is forcing us to take in XYZ. I didn't get a return last year. I got fucked is what I got. Hey, listen, maybe you have... Oh my god! This is why you never black pill, folks. This is literally why you never black pill. Actually, you never black pill. You know, Narg is right about one thing. You never give up. He's right. Despite our disagreements, he's right. You never black pill. Is this on the side of the building or up above it? I have no idea. You never give up. That's the thing I never do. I never fucking give up. You play the game through until you're dead and done, bro. Now comes the part where we have to get a good spawn, by the way. Listen, man, we can... I'm sure you have a bunch of fucked up stuff where you are, too. I ain't gonna take that away from you. Which one was it? Oh, my God. Only 6 minutes after all of that? That's insane. You know, I'll watch it play out, just for good luck. I hate this stupid genie. This Sonic character knockoff. Seriously, this is... Mythic Pokemon genuinely don't deserve the title. Mythic Pokemon is just reject designs that probably... Unfortunately, this spawn is dog shit, by the way. Just in case anyone was wondering, this spawn is awful. This might be one of the worst spawns I think I've ever seen in my goddamn life, dude. Like, genuinely. Holy shit! Look at the size of this thing. Can you make him despawn? Oh, fuck. Bro, there ain't no way they're still aggro. Go the fuck away. Bro, go away. Teleport. Yeah, hope pilled. The hope is that you never give up. Even when things seem hopeless, you always keep trying. It went through him! Look at how bullshit this is, man. It goes through the fucking Blaziken, man. Fuck off, dude. Oh, Lord. There's an invisible wall there. Very nice. I like my ranch because where the government answers to us, we maintain the infrastructure. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't move to Europe either. You're an outdoorsman. It wouldn't behoove you to move anywhere America, you know, more urban anyway. That just kind of works out for you. It doesn't really work out for anyone else. I'm not gonna lie, a shiny Fennekin off the bat is not what I would want. I think it's actually better for us to try to run through the area like this, because it's only a 1 in 585. We might as well just run into every room and inspect every Pokemon that we see, basically. Like that. I don't even know how to get up on the top level. It's been 4 hours since I started Code Vein and it's starting to hurt. Bro, first I was worried and then he said Code Vein and then I was like, okay, you got a problem, bro. Like, I don't even understand. Like, the only... Look, man, the only thing I could really see that would be the appeal of hentai is just you don't have to worry about, like, physics. You know what I mean? Like, you just do whatever. Oh, dear God, that is huge, but we already have one. That's the only thing, is like, you don't have to worry about, like, physical bullshit, I guess. But I don't know, man, like, especially now that I'm older, I just don't feel the same way. It's just silliness. 90% of any Lou jokes I make are complete shit posts, and I am not vibing with it at all. Alright, maybe we reset, see if we can get a shiny... I mean, we already have all these shiny, I don't even know. I guess we should go for a Shalfa, a shiny alpha Pokemon. We should try to get a shiny alpha Blaziken. How do you get up top? Man, these donuts don't last nearly long enough, dude. It's so depressing. I'm sorry, it really is. You don't even get enough time. How do they not see me? Shit. Yeah. All this yeah, what clinic? What kind of clinic, Narg? You want to elaborate for the class? What kind of clinic, brother? Do tell. This dude is a clown. What kind of clinic, Narg? Come on. We're resetting this. But that, look, the hard part's already over. Now it's just getting a Blaziken spawn. The hard part's done. I guess it kind of makes more sense to do this. I have the... They're gonna give badges? Holy shit, dude. Yeah, my favorite joke about that is, like, dude walks into a sperm clinic and the attendant says, yeah, get a load of this guy. I love that fucking joke, man. That's a rent-free joke. And that's like a dad joke. That's a stupid-ass joke, too. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Yeah, we're resetting this. It's fine. We already have a shiny Fennekin, so it ain't a big deal. I'd much rather get another shiny alpha. I'd rather get a shiny alpha anything, actually. That's pretty much my goal, is a shiny alpha anything. Tears, he says. Yeah, it's a certain kind of tear. I hate this. Why the fuck did I play that game? You know, I wanted to make Narc happy, and then this is what I get out of it. First he comes to the defense of fucking boomers, and then he fucking... awful. I'm being trolled. I come on my streams just to lose mental health, literally. I seriously come on my streams just to lose mental fortitude and mental resolve. Bro, how is this sparkling and we haven't gotten anything else? Ah, this is the worst. This is why I just fucking spam start. We finally get a tier 3 fucking sparkling power. Look how ass this shit is. If it wasn't forced to give us a shiny, we wouldn't have gotten a shiny. And look how little time they give you. Yeah, bro, gee, I wonder why I'm gonna fucking spam fly to farm shinies for the rest of eternity in this game. Yeah, we just proved why. Oh my god, a pack of 4 Alpha Charmanders. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Bruh, get the fuck out of here, dude. This game don't fucking fuck itself, dude. I rot your brain resetting the stage over and over. We're square. Dude, I only play this game now like once every week or two. It's about to go down even further. Why the hell am I going to play this game again? Anytime in the near future. We're done. I got the Swampert. That's it. There's no reason to play this game. Next week we're playing another Pokemon game. I don't know if you could goon to it the same way. Gardevoir's in it. I don't think you could catch a Gardevoir in Coliseum. Yeah, you're pretty much fucked, actually. Yo! But it's not Alpha. We could definitely do it, right? It's forced. We could definitely do it. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a Charmander or not. It becomes an alpha, or it becomes a shiny it stays a shiny anyway. It doesn't matter. As long as it's not Fennekin, man. I would prefer a shiny... You know, that was good, but I want a shiny alpha. And I'm hoping it's not going to be Fennekin, because I don't really like Fennekin. Blaziken we could definitely do more with. Without a footlong? Dude, if you have a footlong, man, you need to hit up some prawn fucking businesses, bro. You need to go be a star so you can shout me out randomly in the... You know how fucking crazy that would be? Oh, we got it. Shelfa. Alright, this is the timeline we will proceed with. Not you, this guy. Oh, Lord. I can't even summon my Pokemon. I like how as soon as I said, let's get it, we got it. That's actually really funny. Ow, why the fuck? Stop. Stop. Stop! It's Gogeta! Have you ever thought what special mechanic I would have? For what? What do you mean a special mechanic? By the way, at 9:30, we're absolutely done. We're gonna play this out and then I'm out of here. For sure. Like a fight? Probably shouldn't have done this, actually, because this is going to reduce the amount. I kind of just wanted to catch a... Yeah, let's not do that. I kind of just want to catch an alpha, so I could have an alpha Blaziken, because I don't have one. But yeah. I don't get what you mean by special mechanic. That word means a lot of different things to me, depending on what the context is. Are we talking like a Final Fantasy fight, where we have a mechanic, like a video game? Mine's a red bar that fills up and... I hate you. I'm not reading that. I hate that I even started it. I'm done. I don't know about you, man, but I want to be smart and be able to see the future. I don't know about all this other shit, dude. I'm not saying your wish is bad. I'm just saying mine is better. Oh, you mean like from any video game? I don't know, man. There's a lot of good ones. I don't know. What's my favorite mechanic from a fucking game? I don't know, dude. That's like a really hard one. I don't know. Like a video game mechanic? I don't know. It definitely would have to be something to do with seeing the future. Okay, here's one, but it's kind of short term. Any of you all ever played the Attack on Titan game? The first one that they made? If you remember, anyone who remembers that game knows that when you get hit by a Titan, you basically don't have a health bar in that game. If you get hit twice, a Titan can grab you and try to eat you. But what you can do is you could jump along a certain pathway to avoid being eaten, pretty much. That's how that kind of works a little bit. That's actually exactly how that mechanic works. It's actually really cool. Every character has access to it. That you could do like a Matrix-style dodge to avoid getting grabbed. The shapely size depression. Bro, someday you'll find like some Honduras chick, I don't know, that likes anime and hentai. I mean, like even Haruna said, good luck finding any women that like hentai that much. Let alone if they'll tell you. But I can believe in you. Never say never, never say die. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. It's not what I wanted, but it worked. There's one over here. This is actually one of my favorite zones, believe it or not. I like how we maxed out another zone pretty much instantly. Yeah, if you could force the shiny, maxing out zones in this is easy. I don't know where you're from, dude. It's kind of irrelevant. Fine, Central America, damn. Fuck. Dude, this is the power of Sparkling Power 3. Are you kidding me? This is awful. This is dog shit. This is what people clamor about? Dude, this is fucking terrible. Santiago de los Caballeros de la Cruz de Coatemalan? I butchered that horrifically, bro. What is it called in English? I hate to be that dude. I hate to... You're on an English stream. Sorry, actually, I can be that dude. You're on an English stream. That's actually something you can put in Twitch. This is an English-speaking stream. Oh, it's Guatemala. Oh my god, just say that! Go eat. Go eat so I have a reason to end the stream early. Let me get the fuck out of this hole. I'm done after this hole. I'm fucking finished, dude. I'm going to go eat. I'm really bad with two places in the world. Southeast Asia and Central and parts of South America for knowing where things are on the fucking map. I'm really bad with those two areas. You had me rolling... I don't even know. I mean, well, at least I made someone happy. I mean, I got my shiny Charmander. We might as well evolve this thing into... Well, actually use it. Jeez, dude, look how big Alpha Charizard is. Look how big that fucker is. I am actually kind of grateful you chose me over food. I see what y'all cook. Listen, man, Hispanics know how to make some food. We went to this Mexican... Or no, it was like a... I forget what it was. I forget what it was. It was like a, you know, a Hispanic Asian restaurant recently. It was like in close to New Year's. Bro, I had something. Brother, I was basically, they must have drugged my food. I was basically comatose. I was like, oh, this is so good. Oh. Pastrami is divided by class. It's mostly cook European. My parenting? I don't know. Y'all, Mexican food, when I used to go to Cancun, was slamming, brother. Oh my god, they used to make the best. I had a chimichanga, dude, for the first time. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what is going on? They make this stuff? It's that good? I need to find a good chimichanga place, actually. That reminds me, I never did. And I'm probably never going back there, unfortunately, which sucks. That shit was fucking delicious, dude. Bro, the Sparkling Power 3 sucks. I'm never doing this again. We're pocketing Tanga berries for the rest of eternity. I'm done. I don't even care anymore. This shit is ass. One shiny? One fucking shiny after all this work. One shiny. I don't even care, bro. This is ass. One shiny, bro. This thing is hitting me through walls, by the way. Never again. Never again. This is the last time I will ever farm for a donut like this. Ever. It's done after this. It's fucking donezo. Oh lord, perfect timing. Never. I will never do this again. This is the end. I could have gotten more shinies by just playing the game normally, and now I have to fucking reset because I have to catch this thing on one tick. It's so stupid. I'm never doing this again. The only time this would be worth it is if you spawn in the center of the field area that was glitched. That's the only time this would be worth it because you could spam that effectively. If it's not that, then this shit is dog shit, and I'm never doing this again. Period. Ever. It is literally less effort for me to just spam this shit normally than it is to do this. I'm never doing this again. That's it. I mean, we did it once. I was expecting like oodles, like at least 3 shinies to just fall from the sky. I knew it forced one, but that was it. That's the only one we got. Never again. Nope. Sorry. I'm never doing this. Never again. There you have it. Sometimes you just gotta play it through, boys. You just gotta fucking play and try and play and try. And, you know, like Narg was saying earlier, whatever, blah, 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 right? Whatever the bullshit. I didn't give up. I tried it. I now know I will never do it. Ever again. Period. That's the fucking end, bro. You sit here for hours getting enough Tanga berries. You reset for like 20, 30 minutes to get a Tanga berry of the type you want because they don't let you pick. And then after that, you have to reset to get a good setup. Then you have to luck out. Well, they force one shiny. They're nice enough, at least, right? And then you try to, okay, well, let's see if we get more. I had more with nothing. I had more shinies with literally worse odds because I spammed out shit in better holes. Not a single Pokemon here is worth it. So from now on, if I get a fucking 5-star, I'm just going to replace it if it's not a legendary hole. I'm going to replace it. There's no reason for this. I only did this one because they gave it to me, and I was like, okay, well, let's see what they give. Nope. If I get a 5-star and it's whatever, I'll go in, I guess, right? But like, what's the point? Like, why am I going to fucking go in? It's stupid. There's no point in doing it, so I'm done doing it. Is he gonna immediately enrage? Yes. Also, the throwing in this game is worse. Somehow, that's like one of the few things that got worse between this game and Arceus is, you saw I threw a Pokeball straight through that fucking Blaziken. It didn't even make sense. Like, right through its guts. That was a dead center Pokeball, and it just ignored it, but then it got triggered and alerted by the fact that a Pokeball missed. Well, no shit. If it's intangible, I guess the Pokeball will miss. What the fuck? Yeah, everything to do with wild Pokemon in this game is definitely worse than Arceus, for sure. Okay, well, we caught it. That's it. That's all we have time for. Goodbye. That was a complete waste of time. The only reason that's the only thing that was worth it was getting a Shalfa. Your hard work is much appreciated. Now you've earned enough points. We're ready to conduct a special scan. Very nice. And you can't even farm special scans because they determine it early before you have enough points to figure out if it's good or not. We'll see if this is any good. It's ridiculous. This game sucks. What the fuck? I know you want to have a post-game where people have to grind. You want to know why I like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's post-game? Because it's skill-based. Yeah, it's RNG, but with enough skill and time, you get it. You don't have to spend fucking busy work. Why is Corbo giving me a ridiculous side-eye? That's the end of the stream. I don't give a fuck. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Viff. Thanks, Warlord. I'm out of here. If you are confused why I'm literally ending the stream at light speed, go rewind the fucking video and see what just spawned. Go rewind the fucking video and go look at what just spawned. Good.